50, 45. There goes Davis. Oh, my God. Davis is going to run it all the way back. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the football game. He ran the missed field goal back. He ran it back 109 yards. They're not going to keep him off the field tonight. Holy cow. Oh, my God. Auburn wins. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl. Auburn has won the Iron Bowl in the most unbelievable fashion you will ever see.
Oh, welcome in, everyone. Oh, let's not do that. How you doing, everyone? Welcome to a brand new edition of the Dream Wage, episode 379. Today is April 1st, 2024. As always, I'm your host, T-Rock, and joining me is our NBA guru partner in crime, Elvis Acosta E. First of all, happy Easter. How's the family? How you doing?
Still, great day. You know how you do, how you spent Easter. Easter was fine here. Had the family over. Nice little gathering. Nothing too crazy. And then overall, good day. First nightcap episode. So shout out to all the people that's going to be tuning in live. Let's get into it.
Yeah, got a great episode for you guys today. We'll recap the weekend that was. Got a huge MLB slate today on Monday. 15 games, 6 games on the docket for the association. Real quick, though, before we dive into our plays, some crazy news that happened Easter morning. Police in the NFL, police are searching for Kansas City Chief wide receiver Rashid Rice in their investigation of a major accident that happened in Dallas on Saturday. Now, he did go to SMU. I think he is from the state of Texas as well. A police spokesperson told Dallas Morning News that a driver in a Chevy Corvette and a driver in a Lamborghini were both speeding and both lost control of their vehicles, with the Lamborghini hitting a median of the wall and thus causing a chain reaction collision involving 4 other vehicles. Now they can't find Rashid Rice, which makes it a little suspicious and a little spectacle. But thoughts on this, and do you think he really did anything?
Well, Dale, I hope he didn't do anything. First of all, I hope all people involved in the accident are safe and sound. Let's start there,
Yes.
Dale. And then, if he is on the run, it's for a reason. I'm pretty sure in the state of Texas, it is a felony when you exert certain speeds, especially potty charging with street racing or something like that. So, probably got to get his lawyers, get them together and get a team together and try to get him out of there, Dale, because Texas don't play when it comes to stuff like that.
No.
Hopefully nobody got injured like that, but we saw the incident with Henry Suggs a couple years ago, so hopefully it's nothing like that. But it just sucks that, a guy, who just won a Super Bowl, 2 months ago, month and a half ago, in the news for something like this so soon. So, I just hope everybody involved in the accident is okay, and hopefully Rashid Rice is on the field come September.
Yeah, if he didn't do anything illegal. But yeah, no, I agree. I think the major thing is I do hope everyone that was caused in the, reactionary accident is okay and that they're safe. It's a cause for concern that a young guy, rookie in the year, entering his second year in the league is, doing this kind of stuff. And he really came on late in the year. He was the Chiefs' best receiver for a few weeks of this season. So Patrick Mahomes can't afford to lose another receiver, especially a guy like Rashid Rice, who's really versatile. So very unfortunate news coming out of Texas and in Kansas City. But yeah, hopefully everyone is okay. And you think he turns himself in, or do you think did they wind up catching him?
Well, his lawyers will, put in something. I don't know if he's gonna have to turn himself in, but his lawyers will do most of the heavy lifting, and he's probably gonna have to, have a court appearance and stuff like that. Yes.
Dan makes a good point. He says in the chat, lawyer's gonna say the vehicle was stolen. He did dip for a reason, which, like I said on top, it's. If you really had nothing to hide or didn't do anything wrong or illegal, why are you leaving the scene of a crime? But you leaving,
stolen.
Yeah, or the car. Hey, this is all alleged, by the way, all alleged. So, yeah, very, very unfortunate news coming out of Texas and in Kansas City, but hopefully that gets situated out real quick. Elvis, before we get into our plays, let me tell you a quick word from our sponsor. We are recording and sponsored by Viva Tequila Seltzer, the most refreshing hard seltzer on the market. It's no wonder why Viva was voted #1 hard seltzer in the world by San Francisco World Spirit Competition. With only 88 calories, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, and a light 4.5 ABV, Viva is the perfect drink for your post-game celebration, as it was created with that active lifestyle in mind. We flavor tequila seltzer because flavor is the spice of life, and we like our drinks with just a kick, just like how we like our lives. Whether it's Huckleberry playing a round of golf or an elderberry on a Monday night watching the NBA, it doesn't matter. Our favorites pair perfectly with that Artisanal Blanco tequila for that subtle and refreshing drink. Our belief here at the Dream Wager and at Viva is to live long, live well, and live it up. All right, kid. Let's go to the MLB. Let's go to the Diamond. Big opening series, opening week series for your Red Sox. I will say they played better than I expected. No disrespect. It's not coming out of a disrespectful tone, but you guys played better than I anticipated. Thoughts on opening weekend?
Dill, we got one win out of it. At the end of the day, we snuck. Oh, you won today. We're 2-2 now. You're right. Is it better than I expected? I'm not gonna say those words, but I knew opening day we was gonna win. No doubt about it. Plus 140 for whoever tailed. But at the end of the day, it's the Mariners. Mariners should be a solid, good team. We both have high hopes on them. We're moving on to Oakland, so hopefully we start, racking them up. Even though Oakland took care of business today. Shout out Blackburn. Shout out to anybody who tailed once again. Let's see how it goes, Dale. Let's see. Ask me this question in a month from now.
I think the most surprising thing or surprising series opening week was how good the Yankees look. Best bullpen. They finally allowed 1 run out of the bullpen today. They're legit. Juan Soto looks good too.
Yeah, Juan Soto definitely fits the jersey. That's what I'm saying. Oh, another one team. The Pirates started strong now. I'm gonna give the Pirates some flowers. Give Cleveland some flowers. But gotta give the Pirates some love for some
and the Mets poverty organization per usual. I mean, this team is just god fucking awful. When I tell you,
it's opening weekend. Look at Philly last year. Look at Philly when they had Joe Girardi, and what happened?
This team has no fight, no heart, nothing. This team is garbage. They have no pride. Talk about, I think their social media team, the New York Mets, they came out and said 1 season, 1 goal, 1 team. And I quote tweeted and said, and 1 hit. Because how do you get 1 hit in opening day? Opening fucking day, Elvis. I mean, they have no pride. They couldn't hit the barn side of a barn right now. I mean, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season for the Mets. And I'll start right there for tomorrow. I know it's a little later in the day, but the Mets are hosting the Detroit Tigers. How do the Mets, every game, the Mets have been the favorite. Every game, and they've lost every fucking game. The Mets are a -130 favorite, plus 110 for Reese Olson and the Tigers.
Detroit.
Detroit, every day. Detroit is going to sweep us. I couldn't be more serious.
Chicago, though.
Chicago's a good team.
Since when?
No. Oh, there's 2 Chicago. The Cubs I'm talking about. Yeah, they swept the White Sox. Okay,
come on.
But they did come. At least this fucking team, the Tigers, showed that they could play from behind and hold the lead when they have one. The Mets couldn't do anything. They couldn't hold the lead. They couldn't have fight coming back. There's nothing. I mean, there's no much more I could say. The Mets are a poverty organization. Fade them. If the books continue to put them as a favorite, take the plus money with the Tigers. They are going to sweep us. I guarantee it. That's my first play, kid. What do you got?
Dude, on principle alone for the podcast sake, I think I gotta take the Mets money line. I don't know, Dill. The energy
burn
you're
your
giving
money,
out. You know what? Give me
Sean Manaea
for the first win of the season against the Tigers. The Mets gonna do it. -130 on the money. I got a call. Oh my god. Mets on the money line, Dale.
Oh my god. Well, good luck burning your money because I will never back.
You're not putting your hard-earned money on Detroit tomorrow.
Okay, I've
Unless
already
the
bet him.
ticket.
I already put the ticket in. I got it plus 118 a little earlier in the day, so I got a better of a
Woo!
number. So
Money
money is
coming in.
coming in on them. Good, rightfully so. Rightfully so. Let's go in chronological order though. 2:10 Eastern. White Sox hosting the Atlanta Braves. Braves minus 218 on the money line. On the run line, minus 1.5 is at minus 130, plus 180 for the White Sox. White Sox 0-3 to start the season. They got swept. Braves obviously look good. They took 2 or 3 from the Phillies. You find any value in this game, kid?
Still, to be honest, White Sox is a bad team. Atlanta,
Yeah.
they're contenders. Chris Morton on the mound. I think we got to take the run line, Dill. At the end of the day, we saw them lose to Detroit. Me and you both think Detroit's they're starting good though. And then Atlanta was playing Philly and won 2 out of 3. Dale, I think we got to run with Atlanta. You know what? Give me the run line with Atlanta at minus 130. To be honest, I think that's still great value, even at minus 130. Getting Atlanta, even though it's on the road, Morton is on the mound. He should go at least 6-7 solid. And I think the bats will. That lineup is nuts. So I think Atlanta
The Braves,
shouldn't have no trouble scoring runs.
Yeah, I mean, it's just hard. I don't even want to lay the minus 130 with Atlanta, if I'm being honest. But like, just look at, they've been able to put up runs. Yeah, they put up 4 today, but they put up 12 on Saturday. They put up 9 opening day against the Phillies. I like the team total for the Atlanta Braves tomorrow. I think we're getting it at plus. I think it's at 5.5. Let me just double check for you guys. At the book that I'm looking at right now. Yeah, team total's at 5.5 for the Braves. At plus money though, it's around even money. I like that. With the way this team has been raking, the White Sox are. Look how many runs they've given up. They've given up 3, then 6, and then 1. But they've been playing close games. But it is the Tigers. The Tigers and Braves are completely 2 different teams. So, yeah, I'm going to take the team total. I think that's the way to get some value in this game. So, I'll do team total for the Braves over 5.5. Let's go to the next game. Chicago Cubs hosting the Colorado Rockies. Minus 218 for the Cubbies, plus 118 for Dakota Hudson and the Rockies. Over-unders at 6.5 now. I do see 7s out there. And that's exactly where I'm going to go here, Elvis. I'm going to take the total. I was able to get a 7. We got the debut for Shua Imanga for the Cubbies, and I think he's going to be ready to go for them. And Dakota Hudson for the Rockies, he's had success in his career versus the Cubs, 3-0 with a 3.72 ERA. But the biggest factor it's going to be a cold, windy day in Chicago. We got 12-mile-an-hour winds blowing in at Wrigley, so the ball's going to be dying up in the air. So the total's 6.5 for a reason and going under. So if you're able to get a 7, I love that. I'm going to go under here. What do you got?
It's a stay away from me. At the end of the day, do I want to relay the run line with Chicago? Absolutely not. Like you said, kid's making his debut. Do I trust the Rockies on the road? Nah. We only trust the Rockies at home, people. So it's a stay away from me.
All right, let's go to the next game. We'll go to the nation's capital. The Nationals are taking on the the undefeated Pittsburgh Pirates. 4-0. I got to put some respect on their name. Yeah. Nationals are home favorites, minus 120. Minus 1.5. Oh, no, they're plus 1.5. It's kind of weird on that. Even money for the Buccos. Marco Gonzalez going for the Pirates. Mackenzie Gore going for the Nationals. Elvis, what do you got for this one?
Still, my heart wants to hit the Pirates on the plus, especially if they're plus 100. People, if you can hit the plus 100, I'm so tempted to do it with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'm just shocked they're playing this good this early, to be honest. Could they go to 5-0? Can they be the Tampa Bay of last year? Who knows? But I gotta lean with Pittsburgh. No official play here, but I think you gotta keep the ball rolling, Dill.
All right, I'm gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna take a shot here with the Nationals. I made him a minus 130 favorite, so I think we're getting some value here. I'm not the biggest Marco Gonzalez fan either. I used to fade him all the time when he used to pitch in Seattle, and both teams have looked better than I thought they would open up. Even Nationals have looked better than I thought they would open up, but especially the Pirates. And Marco Gonzalez, in his one start versus the Nationals back in the day, he couldn't even go 3 innings. So I think the Nationals hit him up pretty well. And I think the the Pirates suffered their first loss. Give me the Nationals on the money line minus 116. Let's go to the next game. We'll go out to Maryland. Baltimore Orioles are hosting the Kansas City Royals. Orioles minus 162 favorite, minus 1.5 is at plus 130 for the Royals on the buyback, plus 136 on the money line, plus 1.5, minus 155. Over under is at 8.5. Love the team total here for the Orioles. I think it's at 4.5. This team last year, they were one of the best teams in with hitting guys in running in scoring position, getting guys home in running scoring position. So they're very aggressive at plate. So I think they'll be able to score some runs on a very bad Kansas City team. I also like the run line. I was able to get a plus 140. I think, I just can't get behind the Royals offense. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I know they put up 11 runs today, but usually when a team bursts out with that kind of output and that kind of run, I like to come back the next day and kind of fade them. So, kind of what happened with the Orioles today. They kind of fell on their face. They finally lost the game, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to take the team total over for the Orioles. And I also like the run line plus 140. I think that's great odds for the Orioles.
Yeah, I ended up playing safe in this matchup. It's a little chalky on the money line, minus 148, but I respect Michael Walker. He's pretty good. Still got some juice left in the tank. Can Kansas City backs keep up? I don't think so. If you want to lay the run line, by all means, but I ended up playing it safe, minus 140 on the money line with Baltimore at home.
All right, we'll go out to Philadelphia. The Phillies are hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Minus 166 for Christopher Sanchez. Minus 1.5 is at plus 124. Plus 140 for Andrew Abbott and the Rays. Over under is at 6.5. Give me the dog. I'll take the Rays on the money line. I got a plus 142. Same thing, plus 140. It's still good odds. I'm gonna take the dog. I think the Phillies should be the favorite, but minus 160. I don't think Christopher Sanchez should be that big of a favorite against 90% of the teams in the MLB, especially against a Reds team who's looked really good to open up the season. They've been able to put up number and runs on the board. Small sample size, obviously, but the Reds are averaging 6.5 runs per game this season. I think they're going to be able to get to Christopher Sanchez. And in a shootout, I'm going to take the Reds. I think they have what it takes. And this bullpen for the Phillies still hasn't figured it out since last season. So I'm going to take plus 142, plus 140, whatever you could get. I'm on the Reds here. Give me the dog.
Yeah, there's another stay away from me, though, but I love the energy. I like Abbott on the mound as well. Sanchez got to see what he's doing, but if anything, people out there listening, roll with Dylan because Abbott does deal with some games.
All right, let's go to the next game. We got the Miami Marlins hosting the Los Angeles Angels. Defeated 0-4 for the Marlins. Minus 120, finally a favorite at home. Plus 100 for the Anaheim Angels. Over-under is at 8.5. Anything in this game for you?
Still, this one I want
to do they get their first win?
That's what I'm thinking. I think they're due. Guess the Angels, except Mike Trout. What do the Angels really have? I just feel like they're due for a win at home. Do they start 0-4? Could Myers set one in, though? Minus 116 on the money line. I might go and check my action tomorrow, though. As of right now, stay away. But I think we got to go with Miami on the money line, though.
Yeah, can the Fish get in the win column? I honestly couldn't believe they got swept by the Pirates, if I'm being honest. But tomorrow is the day. Give me the Fish straight up minus 160 on the money line. I made them a minus 130 favorite, and I mentioned it on our future episode. I'm going to be fading the Angels. Besides Mike Trout, this team doesn't have anything. They're tanking. I'm going to be fading them a lot this season. They actually won today, and that I love it. Now they're going to have to travel to Miami. Not a good spot for them. Fish get on the win column finally. The Fish will have more wins than the New York Mets this season. So that's just a fact. Let's go. Let's stay in the great state of Florida. Tampa Bay Rays hosting the Texas Rangers. Good series here. Rays minus 120 home favorites, plus 100 for Dane Dunning and the Rangers. Over under is at 8.5. I'll start here. Give me the Rays at home, kid. Minus 116. I was able to get minus 120. I still like it. Last few games, the pitching really hasn't been there for the Rangers. Offense, I'm not worried about. I think they have one of the best lineups in baseball. I worry about how they'll play from behind, whether they could come back from a win, whether when they get down, how can they look? They haven't looked good in the past few games, trying to play from behind. So today was an example of it. They got down early, they tried to fight back, and it was just a little too much for them. So not a big Dane Dunning guy either. I'm going to fade him. I think the Bats wake up for the Rays, and I think they get back in the win column. They got smoked today. I think it's a good bounce back spot for them. So give me the Rays here at home -116.
Yeah, this is another stay away from me. Still, definitely one I want to keep my eye on because I think it's gonna be a great series still. But from the top, just from looking in, I think gotta lean with Tampa at home as well. So I'm not gonna take it official. Still the start of the season. Though I don't want to force too many things, but definitely lean Tampa tomorrow.
All right, we took care of the poverty organization, the Mets. Let's
Yes.
go. Like I said, very surprising. I don't know what's going on with Houston right now, and usually recent history has shown the Astros just have the Yankees number, and for whatever reason, they match up really well against them. But the Yankees, man, 4-0, they sweep the Astros at home. I thought that was very telling as well. Houston has not looked good, not just the 4 games this past weekend. Even last season, they just didn't perform well at the juice box for whatever reason. So let's see if they could turn it around. Houston is favorites at home -142, +120 for the Toronto Blue Jays, who they're another team that really hasn't looked good to start the season. Over under is at 9. I'm gonna go. I was able to get earlier in the day under 9.5. Under 9. I think it's good where it is. Like I said, kid, I just really don't know what's going on with the Astros right now. But until they figure it out, I'm just going to keep attacking their totals or maybe their team totals under. I feel like 9 or 9.5 is just too high of a number. They've gone under in every game against the Yankees this past series. So not hitting the ball well. Pitching has been okay, but yeah, I really just don't trust both offenses here. So I'm gonna go under here in this game.
Still,
What about you?
this is a game where I'll be like, they gotta wake up eventually. This is the type of
Yeah.
game where you look at that run line for the Astros and you think 1+142 against Toronto, who's at the end you got Francis on the mound. I think this if there's a game for the Astros to flex their muscles and finally wake up, this is it. I'm not gonna take it officially, Dill, but that run line is looking tempting. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're gonna eventually figure it
Yeah,
out. I agree with
they're
you.
gonna eventually score like 12. You know,
I just don't know when it is. And that lineup, they have so many killers. I don't know.
Might be
I
tomorrow.
really don't. Yeah,
Might
it
be
might be tomorrow. Let's go out to the desert. Diamondbacks hosting the New York Yankees. Yankees -125 with Lewis Gill on the mound. Ryan Nelson pitching for the D-backs. +105 home puppies for them. And that's exactly where I'm going. Give me the Diamondbacks as a home dog. I know Yankee fans are excited with how the season started, and rightfully so. They should be. Like I
Look good.
said,
Look good.
they look good. Giancarlo Stanton looks good. Juan Soto looks good. Their bullpen looks fucking lights out. So they are playing good baseball, but so are the D-backs. The D-backs are playing good baseball too, and I want to see a little more out of this guy, Lewis Gill, before I start backing him. He didn't have a good spring. I think the D-backs will be able to put some runs on Lewis Gill. So maybe first 5 you want to back him and not the bullpen because the bullpen has been lights out, but maybe first 5 D-backs or full game, but I'm going to take the D-backs here. I think the Yankees get their first loss tomorrow.
Yeah, Dill, we on the same boat. Give me the D-backs +105 on the money line. Dill, it's not respect the Yankees. They're on a tear, especially the first 4 games. Still, but you gotta still remember these are the Diamondbacks at home. Give respect to the Yankees, but I just think the Arizona Diamondbacks take care of business tomorrow. Give me the Bats +105 at home.
All right, let's go to your Red Sox on the road taking on the Oakland Athletics. You lucky you guys aren't getting Blackburn this
Yeah,
series.
I know. Perfect time.
Minus 135 for the Dirty Sox. Oakland Athletics +114. Over under is at 8. Elvis, I will let you lead it off. What do you got?
Still, give me the Red Sox on the money line on -134. I gotta roll with the boys. Do I love our pitching? Tomorrow, Hulk. No, but I got faith in the kid. Though our bats been making some noise as well. To be honest, Oakland Athletics. If any Blackburn on the mound, I got no fear in them. Give me the Red Sox on the money line -134, -135, wherever you can find it at.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think we're getting a very discounted rate with the Red Sox, and I think they're the much better team. I think this is a nice series for them to add some wins on their record. A's finally were able to get a first win of the season on Easter, and now I think it's the perfect time to fade them. They get a nice win. Now we're gonna fade them. Their pitching and defense has not looked good. They are able to score some runs here and there, but the pitching and defense just looked horrible. They made the Guardians over the weekend look like a top 5 offense. It was bad. I feel like we're getting a really discounted rate. I was able to get a minus 134. I see them out there still, so shop around. But yeah, I'm going with the Red Sox as well. 3 games left. Let's head out to San Diego. Padres hosting the Cardinals. Cardinals road favorites, minus 115, minus 105. Over under is at 8. Now, we are recording this during Sunday Night Baseball. Cardinals are up 4-2. They're playing Sunday Night Football. Elvis, this has been a theme since the start of the podcast. We love to fade teams who play on Sunday Night Baseball. Coming back now, they don't have to travel too far. It's only from LA down the coast to San Diego. Are you going to continue to fade the Cardinals?
Absolutely. They'll give me the Padres on the money line, like you said. I caught minus 110 earlier. They're minus 105 right now. To me, the numbers just don't make sense. To me, the Padres should be at least a favorite at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Give me the Padres at home, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. I got the Padres earlier in the day at plus 102. I don't know how they're still the dog. They're minus 105, but
yeah, it'll make sense.
I also like the over. I like over 8 as well. I think both offenses will be able to put up some runs, but the Cardinals, like I said, they're playing tonight. They're actually winning. They're putting up some runs against the Dodgers right now. But for them to be the favorite against the Padres, it just doesn't make sense to me. I like this Padre lineup. They exploded today with all those runs. I think they got 14, 15 runs against the San Francisco Giants. So they're starting to figure it out. I think they'll be able to put some runs on Kyle Gibson, which not the biggest fan of Kyle Gibson, but yeah, I think both teams are going to be able to score. So I like the Padres as short dogs, and I also like the over 8. I think we see a lot of runs tomorrow. 2 games left. Let's go out to Seattle. Mariners hosting the Cleveland Indians. Indians, small favorites on the road, minus 115. Short dogs for the Mariners, minus 105. Over under is at 8. What do you got for this one, kid?
Dill, this one I'm tempted to take the Mariners at home on the money line. Dill, at the end they give Cleveland the credit, starting off hot, but I think the Mariners could get to McKenzie, Dill, on the mound. So I lean the over as well. I feel like even though I do believe, the Cleveland Blacks will slow down a little, but I just feel like, Seattle will have a successful day against McKenzie. So give me. I'm not gonna take it official, but I like Seattle tomorrow minus 105.
Yeah, we also have to realize. Remember who they played? The Guardians.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it is. So I agree. I'm gonna take the Mariners. I got minus 102. The short home puppy. I think they should be the favorite. I think they're a better team overall than the Guardians. And yeah, Guardians have looked good so far, but it's like we said. I think it's because they played against the A's. I think they come back to earth just a little. I'm fading Tristan McKenzie. I used to be a fan of Tristan McKenzie about 2-3 years ago. Now it's kind of fallen off for me. Maybe he makes me a fan again this season, but I got to see it to believe it. So if he goes out there and throws a gem, cool, I might be back on him. But for right now, I don't think. I think the offense kind of slows down for the Guardians. And look how it's been a theme for the Guardians since we started this pod like 3 years ago, where the pitching has been there. It's just they can't get more than 2-3 runs. That's been the problem in Cleveland for years now. So I like the under. I think both offenses have been struggling. So I lean under and I lean home puppy. I think the Mariners are the best team. Not the best, the better team. Yeah. Last game on the slate. Dodgers hosting the San Francisco Giants. Dodgers laying minus 230 on the money line. Minus 1.5 is at minus 105. Plus 190 for the Giants. Plus 1.5 is at minus 115. Over under is at 8. And I'll end it with a dog. Give me the Giants plus 190. Dodgers are really good. Don't get me wrong. They're going to win a ton of games. But to be a minus 230 and increasing is insane for James Paxton. I don't care how good of a lineup is. Dodgers should not be this big of a favorite. Yeah, they should be a favorite. No question about it. But over a 230 favorite is insane to me. And like I said earlier, we love to fade teams who play on Sunday Night Baseball. No traveling's involved because they're going to be home. But besides today, the Giants got blown out today. But besides that, they played really well. They're hitting the shit out of the ball. And another total where I think is too low. 8 is too low. I think we see these are two really good lineups. I think we see a lot of runs in this series with the way the Dodgers lineup could just explode in any inning. Giants have looked good. Michael Conforto, again, another ex-Met. He's looked so fucking good this season. So with how good the Giants lineup has been, I think they're live tomorrow, man. Strictly playing the number, forget the teams. I think it's tremendous value for a really good Giant team. So give me the Giants.
Yeah, Dale, I gotta agree with you. I don't know if I'm gonna go right there with the money line, Dale. I like the first 5 action. If you could get the plus half a run, I'm not seeing the lines out there, Dale. But I might have to go tomorrow check my action official with the plus 1.5 at -115. Take the Giants on the run line. At the end of the day, I'm a Red Sox fan. I know what Paxton's about, people. Giants can hit them. Giants can possibly put up a run still. I'll also lean with you. If they get to Paxton early, it could get nasty as well. And we know the Dodgers with their bats, they could just come back any moment. So I'll lean the over, and I think I gotta take the Giants on the run line plus 1.5 at -115.
Question from the our boy Dan. He's asking, we out to Red Sox Yankees July 5th at the Bronx. You're a Yankee fan?
We out, Dan. Yo, schedule in. I'll be down to go. We could go the 5th, the 6th, because there's no 3 or 4 game series. We could even go on the 4th. Celebrate beautiful USA.
Greatest fucking country, baby. Let's fucking go. I couldn't find the flag for a sec. But yeah, 15 game slate. We broke down every game. So good luck. Bet responsibly as well. Let's go to the NBA. 6 games on the slate. You and I were talking maybe about potentially going, but why didn't you go and see LeBron the way he just did you guys in the Barclay? When will he do that again?
Still, I don't want to talk about it that much, but all I'm gonna say is, the tickets was up there. Tickets, you know me. If the people don't know, I'm known as Good Seats E, so I always sit in a good seat. The tickets were bread, and it was Easter, Dill. So like, why they gotta schedule that game on Easter? So it was the, do I want to spend 1,000 plus right now, or and also miss Easter? Dill, it was too much to handle. It was too much. So I was like, you know what? It's Easter. Let me just spend the time with the family. But Uncle James did us in, Bill. I'm sad I wasn't there to witness. I'm be honest. I'm a little sad right now. I wasn't there to witness the 40 piece. I think he went 13 for 17 from the floor, 9 from 10 from 3. But as soon as I'm done with the podcast, I'm watching the highlights.
I hope you laid the 6.5 with the late
show
did. As well.
As of right now, for anybody listening out there, your boy's 4-0. Looking like we might go 5-0. You know why, Dill? OKC's taking the lead.
Oh, they came back.
Right now, we're 4-0 on the day, looking for a perfect Easter Sunday, people. Let's make it happen.
Well, good news for the Warriors, who are up right now with about a minute to play. Houston lost today. Finally, they came back to earth and they lost.
They got blown out too. They lost they were down I think it was 100 to 81. 79.
Yeah, they only lost by 15, 14, but still, that's still a big loss. Luka went crazy as per usual. Shocker, yeah. But like I said, 6 games on the docket for today, for Monday. What do you got, kid?
Let's just start it off, though. 7 o'clock start. Memphis taking on the Detroit Pistons in Detroit. Memphis catching 3 on the road. I'm going to go there, Dale. Even though, these are two, I'm going to just say sorry franchises at the moment. I just think overall, Memphis just got way more talent. They got former defensive player. They still got Baines. They still got some talent on the floor. Detroit, you know how I feel about Detroit. They give me Memphis +3. I'm surprised they're dogs on the road, to be honest.
They're actually pretty good on the road. 21-17 against the spread on the road, Memphis, this season. When
you making me feel even better.
I like it.
To me, marquee matchup of tomorrow night: Phoenix Suns taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Basically, at a pick 'em, you could take the +1, -1. But I'm gonna go with the dog. They'll give me the Suns -104 on the money line. I just feel like, close. I'm not saying the season's about to, but to go into April, you got to start strong. The playoffs are right around the corner, and I just feel like with Frank Vogel, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, they're gonna be like, all right, it's April, it's time to clamp down and really start playing good defense. And we already know what they could do offensively. I just think tomorrow it started April. People, we're gonna see the Suns. Let's see if the Suns can play championship basketball.
This is a big game for the
Yeah,
Suns.
it's a deal. I'm gonna be tuning in this game, deal. This is just to me. This gonna tell me if say for example the Suns wins this game by 15, that shows me they have a chance to make a deep playoff push. If they lose this game, let's just say they lose this game by 8, 10, tells me they're just gonna they probably might even get it out of the play-in.
Not just that, and for the future, they dropped from the 7th seed to
I'm telling you,
the 8th. They dropped to the 8th, and only the Lakers are only then a half a game away from them.
I'm gonna say something right now for the people listening. If the Phoenix Suns drop to number 9, they get eliminated by Golden State. Telling you right now.
That. I could
tell you right now.
I like that.
Steph gonna do it. Steph gonna do it.
I'm taking the Pelicans just because I think the Suns are fraudulent. Just because I think they're fraudulent. I think they're a little better of a team.
Nah, look, Pelicans are playing better. I just feel like April.
They need this.
Exactly, Dill. I'm putting my faith in Frankie V tomorrow, Dill. Portland Trailblazers taking on the Orlando Magic. Portland getting plus 16. Jesus. Magic ain't that good, Dill. Shut up, Curtis. Curtis, you even know the Magic ain't that good. I'm not saying take plus 16, people, but hey, if you want to tease, I won't even. You know what? Never mind. All I'm saying, 16 is too much points. Moving on, Boston Celtics taking on the Charlotte Hornets. This one, understandable. Boston is that good. They could lay 17 on the road. But am I going to lay it? Absolutely not. I'm not advising nobody to take Charlotte either, by the way. All I'm saying is 17 points at home is a lot of points. Might want to keep my eyes on it.
And maybe a good thing, you don't have to bet every game, too.
Yeah,
that's enough.
You don't have to. My Brooklyn Nets taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Nets catching plus 10. This one I'm tempting to do, even though we saw the Pacers beat up on the Lakers a couple of days ago, and then we saw the Lakers beat up on the Nets today. Something still tells me the Nets could cover this summer. I'm going to lean the plus 10. I'm going to say this because I just wanted to say it. If anything, people, tease Portland to 22, tease the Nets to 16. That might be a popper right there.
Real quick, I just wanted to add, it's on a back-to-back, second half of a back-to-back. They got some rest in the end. I think that's why they're kind of laying double digits. But I agree, 10 is a lot.
We could cover that. Come on now. And then the last game of the night, I'm going to try to tune into it as well. But that Suns game probably be on the main screen. Atlanta Hawks taking on the Chicago Bulls. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Hawks plus 3 on the road. At the end, the Hawks are trying to stay locked in for that 10th seed. The Nets are still live for some reason for the last play-in spot for the play-in tournament. I'm gonna go with the Atlanta Hawks. I like the way Devontae Murray's been playing late. Trae Young still doing his thing. I'm gonna go keep rolling with the Hawks. Give me the plus 3 with Atlanta on the road.
Yeah, Hawks have looked much better, I would say. Yeah. Not too crazy, but they've won 4 out of their last 5, while Chicago's 3-7 in their last 10. So yeah, I agree. I think the Hawks are the right play, and they're catching points. I know that they're on the road, but Hawks might just be playing better basketball right now. So love that. Elvis, thank you so much. Real quick, but I wanted to talk about I forgot to mention on the top of the show, but how'd you do March Madness? Sweet 16. Elite 8.
Sweet 16.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. I went 2-0. Took Purdue minus 3.5. Took Alabama. Laid the points. We both didn't touch the Duke game. You see how that went. And then UConn, we both kind of sniffed it out.
UConn's winning it. They're winning it. That's my conclusion.
All I'm gonna say is
they're OD.
If you go to a sports book right now, Purdue is plus 500 to win it all. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
that's
wow.
All I'm saying. I may or may not have a ticket. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying much.
So you're a believer in Zach Edey.
All I'm saying is
he's a beast.
Boilermakers go.
He's a beast. Wow.
Go.
Speaking like a true Boilermaker.
I did that while the game was on and it was nip and tuck, so I'm not sure if they're still plus 500. But all I'm saying is they are plus money.
Yeah, UConn, they dominated against a very good Illinois team. Clemson, I thought, looked pretty good. They were hanging around for most of the game, but Alabama winded up taking it. And then Tennessee just ran out of gas. They looked good for most of the game. They got into foul trouble a little early in the game, and then Zach Edey kind of just took over. And the Cinderella story keeps on coming. DJ Burns is a fucking beast. Quick, real trivia question. He is from South Carolina, DJ Burns. He was the third ranked kid out of the state of South Carolina. Do you know who the number 1 and number 2 kid in the state of South Carolina were ranked above him in high school?
In high school. Could you just tell me if they're in the NBA or not?
Both are in the NBA.
In high school. So it has to be.
Both are superstars.
Zion? Because he's
Zion was the number 1 kid in South Carolina. Who was number 2?
Damn, I know this. I know Zion is another one.
They played together.
I know. I forgot.
If I give you a hint, you're gonna know.
Zion. Yeah, I know. I know the player. I just can't say the name because
he likes to play with guns.
Ja.
Yep.
Ja. Damn, that's crazy. Yep. But yeah.
But the little thing is, they couldn't advance where he's advanced in the NCAA tournament, and he stayed local. I know he went to North Carolina State, but what he's doing for the Wolfpack is just unbelievable, man. I'm so happy for DJ Burns. Yeah, big man getting some recognition. I love to see it. So, yeah, I'm rooting for the Wolfpack right now. I want the Wolfpack and UConn. So. Gonna be amazing. The Final Four is next week in Houston, so we'll have plays a little later in the week. But Elvis, by the way, I do want to toot my own horn, but I keep forgetting. What a week for the UFL. 3-1 for me. I mean, we were seeing the board amazing. We get there with the Stallions, never a doubt. I don't know why, but St. Louis, or good call on Michigan plus the points, because I did not read that well. I took St. Louis Battlehawks. That was the only loss, but we get there on the under with DC Defenders today and San Antonio Brahmas. Good win for the Brahmas at home too in the San Antonio Dome. And then Memphis Showboats, baby, outright as my dog. What happened with Houston? I told you they're not that good this year.
Nah, Houston is. I might have to find a new team. Might be the Brahmas. I would say the Stallions, but I don't want to hop on a bandwagon. You know, they are the chance. Yeah. But all I'm saying is, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep rolling with the Roughnecks still.
But overall, very good weekend.
Positive weekend.
Any last words before we get up out of here, kid?
To be honest, it's looking like your boy might go 5-0. Today, so tread lightly for tomorrow, people, because you know how it goes. You go undefeated one day, you know what happens the next. So all I'm saying is, your boy had a good one today. I don't know about tomorrow.
Ebbs and flows. That's the whole root of the business, baby. But that's going to do it for this Monday edition of the Dream Wager on behalf of our sponsor, Viva Tequila, Elvis, and myself. Make sure, guys, you go follow our social media, X and Instagram at the Dream Wager. You guys can find all of our episodes wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher. We go live every Sunday night, Tuesday night, and Thursday night on youtube.com/the Dream Wager. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, rate, give us a review. All that good stuff really helps the show grow tremendously. So be a friend, tell a friend. Everyone have a great few days. Good luck on your wagers, and we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace.